Parents looking to curb the amount of sugar you give your kids, help is on the way. I need this. With the Get Your Kids Off of Sugar movement, you can teach healthy eating habits at an early age and learn sugarless and tasty recipes that will have your children coming back for another round. Joining me now to tell us more about how to get kids off of sugar is functional nutritionist and chef Jennifer Sweeney. Jennifer, welcome to Great Day KC.
Hi, how are you? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you as well. What inspired Get Your Kids Off Sugar?
Well, it's a passion project of mine. I started a few years ago. It's very near and dear to my heart. I know it's a mouthful, but it gets the point across. Get your kids off sugar. There's no guesswork involved. I also call it GYKOS, so I may refer to it as that going forward. But I'm a functional nutritionist, as you mentioned. I'm also a trained health supportive chef, and I've been working with adults for many, many years, getting them off sugar. And I spent the past few summers prior to COVID teaching nutrition and cooking classes to about 80 plus 3 to 6 year olds. And my takeaway was twofold. First, I was blown away by how excited they were about eating food that didn't have sugar, how they loved all the treats and the muffins and the cookies, how much they wanted to learn. They're like little sponges. They wanted to learn all about it. They're extremely self-aware. I had one 6-year-old tell me that she loves sugar because it makes food taste good, but then she gets really tired after she eats it.
Aww.
So I was just like, all right, we got to start them young, right? Get in there now.
Exactly.
But then my second takeaway was, as I was doing research and coming up with some recipes to teach the girls, putting things together, I realized there's such a lack of healthy sugarless food out there. Obviously there aren't that many packaged foods, but even recipes are hard to come by. So I decided to start this Instagram account and website where I put all my recipes that I put together for these girls and get them out there.
So how do you come up with your recipes? You just mentioned like cookies and muffins and things like that. How do you come up with the ingredients?
Well, I keep them simple. I like to keep it very simple. Few ingredients, not too many steps, stuff that all kids like. Every recipe has been tested on at least 80 plus children, so I know they're good to go. I like to do stuff that's easy to batch cook and freeze, so you can do some meal prep. Like I said, keep it simple so there's not too much work involved. And also allergy friendly. It was like a chess match trying to put together recipes that covered every kid's allergy and also was healthy ingredients and sugar-free ingredients and affordable ingredients that you could find across the country. So that also goes into it as well. So it's stuff that kids love, I myself love, adults love. You can eat it as a family, and like I said, they're pretty simple and straightforward.
Well, they look really good too, simple and good. So Jennifer, what do you think is the hardest part about getting kids or just adults, people in general, off of sugar?
I'd say it's prevalence. It is everywhere. I don't have to tell you that. It's in everything. So I would say that's first and foremost, but also time. I know in an ideal world, we'd all cook all our own food and feed our kids home cooked meals 3 times a day, but not everyone can or wants to do that. So I think just, it's ubiquitous. It's everywhere. It's in all packaged food. And also, it takes some effort to make sugar-free recipes these days because it's still, times are changing though. I see a lot of packaged foods coming out that make it much easier to do so and a lot more ingredients that make it much easier to do so. So I think just as time passes, it'll get easier and easier. But I would just say, it's everywhere. You can't really control what your kids put in your mouth all the time. They go to school and have cupcakes, go to birthday parties and have cupcakes. And it's being used as a reward, which I think we need to change the narrative on that as well. So all good things are happening, though. I see a lot of change coming.
Good. Well, before we go, you have on a shirt right now that says sugar. Tell us about that and also sugar independence.
Yes, absolutely. It's my sugar independence tank top. It's cold here today, so I had to put a blazer on top of it. Otherwise, I would have been chattering. But Sugar Independence is a 28-day program I run to get people independent of sugar. A very talented friend of mine designed this shirt. Another talented friend of mine helped me come up with the term sugar independence. We hear sugar-free all the time. You hear quitting sugar, but it's time to get realistic. Sugar is not going anywhere. We have to learn how to live with it. So that's exactly what sugar independence is. It's figuring out your unique relationship with sugar. Everyone has different cravings and tolerance levels. So it's figuring out how it works how you can work with it and have it in your life and make mindful choices about it and, be independent of it.
Well, thank you so much, Jennifer, for sharing these tips and recipes. I know I look forward to going to your page and jotting them down. Have a happy new year.
Thank you. You as well.
Thank you so much. To learn more about Get Your Kids Off Sugar, you can head over to our website at fox4kc.com/greatdaykc and click on this story.